Hello and welcome to the 33 Vegan Challenge. My name is Laura and I am going to attempt to make 33 dishes with 33 ingredients for $33. And I hope you will join me this Veganuary 2020. It'll be lots of fun to see if I can do it. And I'm going to head off to the store now and get the ingredients. So I started off at the 99-cent store and tried to get as much as I could from there, and what I couldn't find at the 99-cent store, I went to Sprouts. I'm not sure if you have these grocery stores where you live, but basically a dollar store and a regular grocery store. I got some cooking oil. You can get olive oil or any kind of cooking oil. I also chose a balsamic vinaigrette. Any kind of vinegar, apple cider or rice vinegar would be fine too, but I prefer balsamic because I think it tastes good. Soy sauce, any kind of soy sauce, probably low sodium is best, and 1 can of tomato sauce, 1 bag of dry black beans, 1 bag of dry lentils, 1 bag of pasta. I got rotini, but you can get penne or bow tie, your preference. 1 package of top ramen, soy sauce version, do not get the meat versions. And a package of tortillas. I got 10-inch flour, but you can get any kind you'd like. 2 red bell peppers. Baby kale mix. You can also get all spinach if you'd like that. It'll work. And 1 garlic. I'm showing a bunch of garlic, but you only need 1. Also just 1 red onion. Any plant-based milk. I ended up getting the almond milk. 1 jar of jam, any flavor that you like is fine. 1 bag of white rice or brown rice, your preference once again. And a bag of frozen vegetables with corn, peas, and carrots. Quick oats. A jar of creamy peanut butter. Here is a bag of a trail mix. It has to have peanuts in it. But I got an assortment to kind of make things a little more interesting. And here we have the ground cinnamon, 1 package of hummus. I ended up getting roasted garlic, but you can get original or any flavor you would like. Can of garbanzo beans, also known as chickpeas. 1 apple. You can get any apple you would like. I got 3 Roma tomatoes here, but you can get any kind of tomatoes that you prefer, and 1 lime. I have a picture here of some red yams. As an alternative to red yams, you can get baby sweet potatoes or 1 sweet potato. I personally like yams better. Some cilantro. Any kind of tofu you would like. I got the organic firm, but it's your option. Some salt and pepper, hopefully you have that, or you can get some for free. And another thing you can get for free is some hot sauce, and I'll let you guess how you get that. Also pick up some sugar packets and some ketchup packets, as well as some mustard packets, just in case I decide to use those in the recipe. Not quite sure, but we'll see. Here is a picture of all the stuff once I got home. Laid it all out for you. Take a look. That's all you need. So yeah, that's the 33 items for $33, and that's gonna be for 33 dishes. And I just wanted to make a quick announcement that that does not include tax. So that is just the shelf price. Please bring some extra money for tax because some of the items will have a tax on it depending upon what area, state, or country that you live in. But I am in California, USA, so prices might vary a little bit. Just a real quick disclaimer, wanting to let everyone know that this is just my personal experience. Your experience might be a little different depending upon where you live in this world what country or state or county, what stores you shop at, their prices, their sales, their bargains, etc. So this is just my video to hopefully inspire a whole bunch of people out there to see that they can have a great vegan meal lifestyle at a very inexpensive cost. I would like to debunk the myth that veganism is expensive, because as you can clearly see, it is not. And we're going to enjoy some great food together. So let's get started. Okay, so we have dish number one. It's the vegan Mexican roll-ups, and there's the ingredients list if you'd like to take a snapshot of that. I'll also have it down in my description below as well. Here's the final product. I did two versions. I did one, all the same ingredients, but one is a soft wrap and the other one is fried up in a pan, sort of like a chimichanga. I personally liked the fried one better, but it's probably not as healthy, but they're both good. So here's all the ingredients that you will need. I want to note that you will not be using all of it. I just wanted to lay out for you so you could see all that you will need. We have 2 tortillas. The chickpeas, I ended up using about a quarter of the can, maybe about a half a cup of the chickpeas, and then a teaspoon of the Mexican seasoning, and I would say probably about a half a cup of the black beans and about a third of a cup of the hummus. We have some red peppers. I used half of one pepper and diced it up, and just a handful of cilantro, and also some red onion. I would say I probably used maybe a quarter of the entire red onion, maybe a quarter or a third. Feel free to negate any items that you don't like. It'll still taste good. So after chopping up the veggies, you're going to open up your can of chickpeas and put it in a pot or a pan and just warm it up so that the beans get soft and warm. Then you're going to strain out the liquid brine and set it aside. Then you will pour the beans into a mixing bowl and mash them all with a fork, and then stir in the third of a cup of hummus, and then adding the teaspoon of the Mexican seasoning. Then we're going to add our vegetables, the red onion and the cilantro and the red peppers, and stir that all up. And then we are going to add our half a cup of black beans and mix that in. And if it's a little dry, you can add about a tablespoon of the brine. And I forgot to take a video, but we are going to squeeze a little bit of lime into the mixture, and be sure not to throw that lime away though, because we are going to need it for another dish. So here we have the mixture, and to the left is the brine that you are going to want to save for later. Heating up a tortilla. I like to do it on the stovetop over the fire, but please, kids, don't do that without supervision. You can also heat it up in the microwave. And there is the soft version, the burrito version, with the mixture inside, the warm tortilla, and the other version, I ended up putting it into a pan on the stove with an ample amount of cooking oil so that it would fry up with high heat, and we ended up getting a chimichanga-like version. You could also do possibly a taquito version if you wanted to do smaller ones, maybe if you have smaller tortillas or something like that. So like I said, I really liked the fried up version the best, and it was very tasty and actually tastes better than it looks. So you can also use some of the hot sauce. I did, and it was much better with the hot sauce because it gave it some extra kick. But if you don't have the hot sauce, it still tastes good. Also note that we will have a lot of food left over, so these are all the items that will be left over. after you cook this meal, and you need to save it, put it in the refrigerator, wrap it up, put it in some maybe Tupperware containers or just some saran wrap over the bowls and save it for future meals. We will have some black beans left over, some chickpeas, garbanzo beans left over, a lot of cilantro left over, the brine from the chickpea can, the hummus, and some more onion, and of course some more tortillas. Also, the lime and the red peppers will be left over as well, which I forgot in my photo. Oops. And that meal came out to $2.12 approximately, and I think that is a great deal for that meal, and expect a lot more great dishes coming up in my future videos, and I hope you will join me for this 33-33-33 vegan challenge for Veganuary. Just a quick note that the amounts that are not allocated here will be allocated in future meals. See you in the next video. Bye!